He bought the tickets for about $60, sold them for up to $1,000, almost 17 times the original price. Michael Hooks Jr. walked through the storm into federal court to change his plea to guilty, a move that means he could follow in his father's footsteps and go to prison. People in that so-called war zone tell me they don't know where to turn. They say that the crime is so saturated in their neighborhood, they feel like hostages in their own homes. Right now, Memphis police are demanding answers after a standoff with an armed Memphis man. Those two construction workers never imagined their day would end up here. The deal is set to cross the finish line April 30th. At that time, Gulf Coast Entertainment will start paying Dover Motorsports to continue maintaining the raceway. Good morning and welcome to the second hour of Action News 5 Weekend. I'm Kontji Anthony. We'll have more on those stories making headlines in just a moment. Mid-South coffee drinkers are helping support our troops overseas with their cup of joe. It's all part of the Scoops for Troops program that started locally but has brewed into something bigger. After two brawls at two Memphis alternative schools, the interim superintendent has a message for the whole community. In March 2006, Collierville police followed a tip from Fayette County Sheriff's investigators that a Shelby County firefighter was allegedly trafficking meth into their town.
His occupation at the time really didn't concern us as more the quantity and the drugs he was selling.
Investigators arrested Michael Cole after an undercover meth buy led them to his home.
Most people that we usually work with buy a gram at a time. Mr. Cole had in his possession and in the house slightly over 31 grams.
It wasn't the first time Cole had been caught with drugs.
By Michael Cole, also wearing.
In July 1985, Cole was one of several Shelby County firefighters charged with drug trafficking. The men wore paper bags over their heads to hide their identities. 6 years later, in 1991, Cole's arrest was purged from his record, and the Civil Service Board reinstated him as a firefighter. I asked Civil Service Board Administrator Danny Kale how that could happen.
I don't know how to answer that. I didn't make the decision, and I wasn't the administrator in charge of that at that time.
He says Cole was suspended without pay in 1985, demoted in rank, and put on probation. But that doesn't explain why the second time around, Cole continued working as a full-time firefighter for 2.5 months after his arrest.
We were in the process of beginning our normal investigation into circumstances like that when he resigned.
In the meantime, he was responding to emergency calls as an admitted meth user.
It would be great if we had a better method of detecting when our employees are arrested, and that might be something that we could do.
Human Resources Administrator Paul Boyd admits there are many unanswered questions in this case.
Those that slip through the cracks, eventually they will be caught.
Cole has no court date, and his case is currently in the grand jury unit.
He's very important to me.
6-year-old Mackenzie Bishop has waited almost a year for her Uncle Matt to return home from his tour of duty in Iraq.
I'm absolutely holding my breath for a year, and when I see him, I'll be able to breathe again, and life will start all over.
Uncle Matt's mom, Mary Bishop, tucked a flag in little Mackenzie's ponytail.
She thought it would be cool because I run around everywhere. She thought if I do that, I would wave the flag in my hair.
Little Mackenzie described her uncle as families got word the troops were minutes away.
He's tall, and he never turns anything off once he comes out of his bedroom. TV's on, lights on, doors open.
She also explained why she'd been crying so much.
I told him, if you ever come back, you're never going back there again because I missed you too much.
The Bishops waited in the rain as the minutes felt like hours. The West Memphis Fire Department hung a flag. A police escort brought the troops home.
Where's your Uncle Matt? Where is he? It's like Christmas, Christmas, Christmas.
Thank you, baby.
Oh, so good to see you.
Glad to be back.
What are you going to do on Christmas?
I have no clue. What are we doing on Christmas?
Open presents.
Okay.
Little Mackenzie wrote her uncle a note.
Happy Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Uncle Matt, with me and Mama and Pappy. Merry Christmas and to all a good night.
Thank you. It's Sunday, the first day of March. I'm Kontji Anthony. The big story this morning, I-40 westbound around Brownsville, Tennessee is like a parking lot this morning, and it's been that way for hours. Take a look at your TV screen. Chopper 5 is up in the sky, giving us a view from overhead of the several inches of snow coating the Mid-South. There are lots of mixed feelings this morning about all the snow. The children, of course, are loving it, making snowmen, snow angels. But folks driving on I-40 near Brownsville are frustrated with all the white stuff. Now, Chopper 5, of course, is heading to that area. We're getting calls that people have been stuck in the snow for hours since 6 o'clock last night. Now, this is where the traffic, of course, is just fine, but Chopper 5, of course, is making its way to all that traffic that is on I-40. You can see that there is slush there on the roads. Very few vehicles trying to get through this mess. Of course, you saw the truck there. They have business to take care of, but you can see that there's slush on the roads. It's very, very treacherous out there. We've heard of lots of small accidents all around town. Now, just so you know, on I-40 near Brownsville, it's the westbound lanes that have been shut down overnight where people cannot get through. Action News 5's Ben Watson is riding downtown, and he has the very latest on what he's seeing. Ben? You watched. You took our advice. You packed up your documents, and you came out in droves to our shredding party. Line wrapped around Cadence Bank in Germantown. Yesterday, they stacked boxes high for free shredding. From businesses with corporate files on old customers to people with decades-old tax records.